Yes, we are.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, ICCA colleagues. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here once again to Dubai and to the 57th ICCA General Assembly. I now declare our General Assembly open. I'll be running the General Assembly agenda with ICCA's Interim CEO, Dennis Speed, and as usual, we have a great deal of official business to cover in a very short time available to us. Before we move on to the main agenda, I have to carry out a very sad duty. At this stage in our proceedings, we recognize those members who have passed away during the past year. Ibrahim Kagla, Gonzalo Perez Constanzo, Elizabeth Sorrentino, and Maureen Crowley. Members, please may I ask that you stand, that we recognize these members for a moment's silence. Thank you. I would like to officially also welcome the following honorary members who have joined us here in Dubai: Anne Wallen Rodvin and Lee Harry. Lee Harry was also one of our past presidents. Wonderful to have you both with us, and a very warm welcome. The other honorary members have sent their regrets and apologies, but good wishes to us all, and they are Peter van der Hoven, Walter Straub, Kurt Hess, Lars Christensen, Tula Lindberg, and Dirk Elsinger. Dennis, over to you for the agenda, please.
Thank you, Madam President. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dear ICCA friends and colleagues, Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, everybody, to Dubai. Our agenda for the General Assembly will consist of the following. We will start with an explanation of how members can vote. After the presentations from the presidential candidates, we will take you through the board positions and candidates. The President will then give her last report in her role as President, after which I will give a swift update on the current year and some highlights of plans for 2019. We will then continue with the votes related to the 2019 budget. The President will then announce the host destination for the ICCA Congress in 2021, after which we will recognize long-standing ICCA members for their continued support. Finally, we'll announce the results of the voting. Madam President, could you please formally announce when the voting will close?
Thanks, Dennis. The voting on the General Assembly matters, as just outlined by Dennis, will close today at 17:30, that's Dubai time, after which you will not be able to vote any longer.
Thank you. At the Extraordinary General Assembly in May last year, the articles of association as they relate to voting at the General Assemblies changed. The biggest change was a move from live voting to online voting. The voting on elections have been open since 12 October 2018, and the voting on all General Assembly related items have been open since 26 October 2018. The voting on all items will be closed at 5:30 p.m. local Dubai time. The voting is open to all members' organizations, whether they physically attend the General Assembly or not. The General Assembly is also being live streamed to allow the non-attending members to observe our proceedings. Only the official ICCA contact person has voting rights, and all of these individuals have been sent links to the voting forms online. I need to emphasize this point. This does not mean the most senior person here in Dubai, the delegate, has voting rights. It is the person who has been officially designated as the key contact for all ICCA matters by your organization. For anyone else to exercise a member's vote, the key contact needs to forward the email with the link to the online voting form. ICCA cannot do this. Most votes have already been cast. We have been encouraging this since voting opened, and I need to apologize for the spamming. Relevant papers and reports with background information on all the issues to be voted on have been made easily available on the voting website. These papers and explanations have also been sent out with the General Assembly material. If you are the official ICCA contact person for your organization and you want to vote, but need assistance to log on, please approach a member of ICCA staff now. The ICCA staff can be recognized by their green outfits, white shirt, green outfit.
And frantic waving at the back of the room, I see. So the team are at the back, if you can't log into the link you've been sent, please can you see them as soon as possible. Thank you, Dennis. I think that was very clear explanation of how our voting will happen today. And now it's time to move on to the most exciting agenda item, and that's those presidential candidates. We've given each candidate a certain amount of time to keep it short and tight and to the point, and after a random draw at the ICCA board, this is the sequence of who will speak today. The first presidential candidate that will present is James Reese from Excel London in the United Kingdom, followed by Juan José Garcia of BCO Congreso Spain, and third will be Eric Bakermans of the Netherlands Board of Tourism and Conventions, the Netherlands. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome on stage our first presidential candidate, Mr. James Reese of the Excel London in the United Kingdom. Please can we have a big warm round of applause.
ICCA President, ICCA past presidents, members of the board, ICCA honorary members, ICCA colleagues, ICCA friends. Today, I wanted to share with you who I am, why I'm so passionate about ICCA, and where I see ICCA's future in the years ahead. But first, I'd like to share with you a quote from a chap called William Pollard, an English clergyman born almost 200 years ago. He said this: "Without change, there is no innovation, creativity, or incentive for improvement. Those who initiate change will have a better opportunity to manage the change that is inevitable." And today, ICCA faces inevitable change. It has already begun. We are recruiting for a new CEO. You are about to select a new president. So what we can do, with the right leadership, is to use ICCA's strengths to drive that innovation, creativity, and incentive for improvement. And that is what I am going to deliver. But who am I? I am an Englishman with a global outlook and an international family heritage. My grandmother was born in Germany. She married a Welshman in 1934, and as a German, lived in England throughout World War II. Having experienced firsthand that traumatic conflict, she always instilled in me the importance of travel, discovering other cultures, and learning new languages. Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Je peux parler français. So, why am I so passionate about ICCA? ICCA has changed my life personally and professionally. Through my work at Excel in London and with our owners, Adnec, not far away from here in Abu Dhabi, I have seen how ICCA can make a huge difference to business. It has turned Excel from a national business to an international one and delivered huge return on our investment. My first ICCA Congress was in 2004 in Cape Town. In 2006, I joined the UK and Ireland Chapter Committee and was asked to become its chair in 2008. Then, in 2012, I joined the board, becoming Vice President in 2017. And along this journey, my passion for ICCA and the ICCA family has simply grown and grown and grown. I met my wife Claire at the ICCA Congress in Shanghai. She is here with me today. And I'm proud to say we now have 2 daughters, Ava and Beatrix. For this reason, I can truly say that I understand the meaning of the ICCA family. So where do I see ICCA's future? ICCA now has a turnover of over €5.5 million, and as members, we should have high expectations that our money is being used effectively, so we all benefit from ICCA's services. So I want to see real improvement to grow ICCA turnover to 6, 7, 8 million euros, maybe more. And how will we innovate? I believe ICCA needs to provide services designed to meet the needs of each region we serve. A one-size-fits-all approach will no longer allow ICCA to grow its membership and global influence. What is right for Beijing may not be right for Buenos Aires. What's right for the guys here in Dubai may not be right for Durban or Dallas or Dublin. Under my presidency, by providing each global office with the resources to adapt its services and create new regional events, ICCA will deliver enhanced benefits to all its chapters and all of its members. For creativity, I want to draw on the talent of the younger future leaders of our association. I would seek to create a shadow board of young ICCA members who would be tasked with bringing fresh ideas to ICCA's strategy and, in particular, to the content of our annual Congress, which must be a beacon of excellence that every member aspires to attend. And finally, how do we improve the growth of our business? Our industry delivers billions to the global economy by bringing people together to make things happen. The industry we lead changes the world for the better. It changes people's lives, and I believe that governments need to recognize that, celebrate that, and support that. As your president, I will be a true advocate for our business, a champion for our sector, and ensure that ICCA's voice is heard by government in a language they understand. That is why, with your permission, we will echo the words of William Pollard, and through change, we will innovate, create, and bring true improvement to our association. With the support of my employers, my wife and family, and ICCA members from around the world, I promise to dedicate my time and energy to ICCA. It would be an honor and privilege to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Please may I call on Juan Jose Garcia to please come and present his presidential address.
Thank you. Dear ICCA fellows and friends, it's an incredible but also a strange feeling standing in front of you today as candidate running for ICCA president. But here I am, an enthusiastic guy from southern Spain who is passionate about our industry and prepared to lead ICCA through the challenging years ahead. I'm most grateful and honored to have been nominated by Arnaldo Nardone, former ICCA president, and seconded by Jason Ye, also on the ICCA board of directors as geographic representative for Asia Pacific. Thank you to both of them. I joined the meetings industry, most like many of you, by accident, a bit more than 30 years ago. My first contact with ICCA was in 1989, during my scholarship when my former boss gave me a copy of the printed database. and asked me to do some research and to identify confirmed events and potential bids. I still remember that moment saying to myself, what in the heck is this organization spending time and money on creating a database of association meetings, and where shall I start? This is where the journey began. Having turned 50 this year, I realized that I am a very privileged person to work in an industry for which I feel a great passion. The very first time I attended an ICCA event was the RSMP in Liverpool in 2003. But it was not until 2006 that I finally attended my first ICCA Congress and General Assembly in Rhodes. And I can tell you, it was love at first sight. A good example is that I have not missed a single Congress since then. In this same year, 2006, André Vietor, my boss, was elected president of IAPCO. And as he was too involved in his new role, I raised my hand and said to him, if we want to get something out of ICCA, we have to become active, and I am ready. So I was elected chair of the Iberian chapter in 2007. And thanks to this valuable experience, I had the feeling that I could contribute more to ICCA. So I decided to run for geographical representative for Europe in Florence in 2009. But the election was finally won by Lutz Boch from the German Convention Bureau. But something unpredictable happened. Lutz retired from his job, and I was invited to join the board. Since then, I have had the privilege of serving on the ICCA Board of Directors for the past 9 years. Firstly, as representative for Europe, followed by my term as co-chair of the meetings management sector. Furthermore, I feel privileged to have been elected by the last 2 ICCA presidents, Arnaldo Nardone and Nina Fresen Pretorius, to serve as first vice president and treasurers, positions that have entitled me to be part of the ICCA Management and Finance Committee during the last 8 years. My vision for ICCA's future challenges and opportunities is to detect and anticipate industry solutions towards the growing demand of association clients in a fast-changing environment affected by globalization, technology, and communication. As I have mentioned during my campaign, my main focus will be to strengthen ICCA's value proposition to members in all sectors and continue working on ICCA's strategic plan, specifically the #1 strategic goal, to develop for you new business opportunities and competitive advantage. I have outlined on my campaign website 12 ideas to help improve ICCA's value proposition over the coming years. Ideas from which all sectors and chapters will benefit, and of which I will highlight only a few. ICCA Congress Lab, because I really believe that ICCA must be the driving force in the creation of new events in all regions. A preliminary analysis made by my team of the current database shows that more than 3,000 new non-existing congresses could be created in America, 2,500 in Asia Pacific, 5,000 in Africa and Middle East, and close to 3,000 in Europe may be potentially developed. Another idea I mentioned is, of course, to enhance the role of ICCA geographical chapters, because I really believe that they will drive the growth of our association. And another idea I have long time ago, why not to create a biannual meeting of all European chapters? I think that we need to meet to exchange best practices and improve business opportunities and business development in the region. I have a lot of respect for all those who have served the association as president before, in particular for Arnaldo and Nina, with whom I had the opportunity and pleasure of working closely together. The position of president requires a lot of passion, dedication, and energy. And I can guarantee you it will be too difficult to beat me in any of these 3 areas. On top of that, I can promise you proactive leadership and full commitment to the sustainable growth of our association. My decision to stand for ICCA president would not be possible without the full support of both my family. Thank you to my wife, Maria, for joining me here today, and of course my company. Thank you, Andre. ICCA can be very proud to have 3 outstanding candidates. My sincere respect goes to Eric and James for also standing and being excellent competitors. I am convinced that whoever is elected will be a great president. Today, my dream of becoming president of this extraordinary organization may come true. I would like to thank every ICCA member who has already voted for me and those who plan to do so. Hopefully, with your help, that dream will become a reality after this General Assembly. And I pledge to all of you to continue working with all regions and sectors, to accompany you in your actions, because only together we are able to make this great family called ICCA keep growing. And as you can see from my ideas to be implemented, I'm 100% committed to generate more business opportunities for members in all sectors and regions. I will be honored to serve you as president and to continue improving the benefits of ICCA membership. And remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan Jose. And if I can please call on Eric Bakermans to present us with the last presidential speech. Thank you.
No speed, no course. I would like to explain my ideas on ICCA by using an old sailing law. Without wind, a sailing boat is surrendered to the current and you cannot determine its course. This also applies to ICCA and our sector. Speed is essential for determining our course and our future. Dear ICCA members, good afternoon. What an honor to present myself to you as a candidate for the ICCA presidency. Those who know me know why I always walk around at international ICCA congresses with a broad smile. And it's because I'm active in my local community as well as in my professional community. And ICCA has been this kind of community to me for a long, long time. And mind you, this is not mere election rhetoric. I truly believe in ICCA as a global community where the members bring out the best in each other. So, what does a vote for Eric Bakermans mean, dear members? And to explain to you my vision in a nutshell, I would like to invite you all on my sailing boat. But only in your thoughts, of course, as it's only a modest boat. No speed, no course. We can create speed by combining 2 essential things. 1, we must build on the current ICCA foundation and maintain what is good. 2, we must build on innovations with an open mind. As your president, I will do everything I can do to validate our knowledge. The knowledge that exists within our association, since we are a powerful peer-to-peer network. We, the members, feed our database, an increasingly valuable asset once we start distilling knowledge from its data. And this data must translate into more business opportunities. No speed, no course. Speed is needed to develop business beyond tourism and to ensure that our sector grows. And I am proud to work in an industry that plays a crucial role in knowledge exchange. Knowledge is the key to economic and cultural progress, and ICCA members facilitate the stages for this progress. Using our full potential, we can be real change makers. And as your president, I will actively carry out this message to every influencer, every stakeholder, and every policymaker.
No speed, no course. As your president, I want to make speed not only by looking outside, but also by paying attention to the many good ideas that exist within ICCA. I believe in the power of personal contacts and community building. ICCA is a people's business which I experience every day as member of the board of directors. We can grow together within ICCA, providing reliable services, and if we think and act as a truly global organization. No speed, no course. Dear ICCA friends, I'm halfway through my second term as a board member, and as your president, I would consider it an honor to serve you all. I want to build a future-proof association that is an essential part of your business life, with a clear vision, smart lobby, and tangible member benefits. Dear members, my speech was about giving you an idea of the speed I want to give ICCA and of the course I want to take together with the board and you, the membership. Together, we will certainly arrive at our future destination. Oh, and if you happen to be around my hometown in the Netherlands, please feel free to give me a call, because I would love to take you all on my sailing boat so we can enjoy speed and course together. Yours truly, Captain Erik Bakermans. Thank you.
Wow, I'm sure you will agree with me, they've definitely lifted the bar. So I think they all deserve another warm round of applause.
Thank you, James, Juan Jose, and Eric. If you have not already done so, please cast your vote via the link provided in the email that I've sent you multiple times. Please note that only the official ICCA contact person has voting rights. If you are the official ICCA contact person for your organization and you want to vote but need assistance to log on, please check with the nearest ICCA staff member now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to move on to the next item on our agenda, the Presidential Report. Madam President.
Thank you, Dennis. Dear ICCA members and friends, in the past, the focus for an ICCA presidential election year has always seemed to be on the candidates and what the new and exciting leadership dynamic they will bring to our organization and the global business events industry. ICCA as an association has a family-style approach and strong focus on the importance of people and relationships, which we have to treasure and uphold in the future. My thanks, appreciation, and congratulations go to each of our 3 presidential candidates, Juan Jose Garcia, James Reese, and Eric Bakermans. Each of them has served on the ICCA board and already made their significant personal contributions towards ICCA in the past. Ensuring that there is strong competition for the elected position shows that our association is robust, alive, and has the depth of leadership which is hugely positive and beneficial to us all. But in a world where corruption is rife, unethical behavior the order of the day, it is important to remember that the elected president, treasurer, all board members, chapter chairs, CEO, ICCA staff, and you, the members, have a responsibility to be compliant with organizational fiduciary, governance, and ethical perspectives. The elected ICCA board members are in their individual capacity or personal capacity liable and accountable for any transgressions. Normally, in the last 12 months of an ICCA president's term of office, with a focus on the election, the current president very much has a smooth ride to the finish line. But it seems that for 2018, in my presidential final term, that was not to be the case. ICCA as an organization has grown over the last 10 years with significantly more members, a larger staff complement with offices located in 5 different countries. And we would like to thank and acknowledge the leadership of Martin Sirk as the ICCA CEO over the last 16 years in contributing towards this growth and a solid foundation of our association. Martin's commitment to travel around the world to meet with members, spreading the ICCA vision and mission, has most definitely opened doors and paved the way in many respects. For this, we thank him. But as our association has grown, constant change and disruption as far as the technological revolution, combined with political and environmental instability, it's forced us as the board to ask the question, where will we be in the next 10 years? Is the vision and mission that we have for ICCA still appropriate? To this question, the answer from the ICCA board was a resounding yes. Is the current CEO the right person to activate and implement the association vision and objectives? To this, the entire ICCA board unanimously voted no, he was not. At this juncture, we as a board, who are all elected by you, the members, representing you and acting in your best interest, had to decide as to the best way forward for ICCA. This is not a decision that happened overnight, made by any one individual, but rather the outcome of several concerns that the board had over an extended period. The skill set required of the CEO for an organization of this size necessitates a strong understanding of financial management, controls, and reporting to be in place always for us to continue our growth and thrive. We need leadership that can implement an operational structure that is supported by proper checks and balances while maintaining the ICCA family-style ethos. Our business model and approach has to be reevaluated for future growth. In considering the termination of the CEO contract, the ICCA board took legal counsel regarding this matter to ensure that the Dutch labor law was followed and that a decision would not be made in haste. The understanding was that all board members had to have the opportunity to review all relevant documentation, information, and be allowed to ask questions to ensure that they, as individuals, would be well placed to make a decision that would best represent the constituents that they serve, you, our members. The CEO contract stipulated that ICCA had to give 12 months' notice, and in addition would be liable for another 12 months severance pay under Dutch labor law. In May 2018, at the board meeting in Frankfurt, the board voted unanimously that the best decision for future of ICCA would be to consider a different leadership approach. Considerable thought was put into the offer and timing of this approach, with the intention that there would be a transition and a handover period. As with all well-made plans, this unfortunately did not come to pass. In accordance with Dutch labor law and the employment agreement in place, we agreed to part company in as an amicable manner as possible. Other options would have been far too damaging for ICCA. Based on the outcome of the discussion with the CEO, the board offered the position as interim CEO to our Chief Value Officer, Dennis Speed. We owe our gratitude to Dennis for being brave enough at such short notice, under most difficult time frame and circumstances, to have agreed to step in. Dennis, thank you, and well done thus far for your support. But also a very big thank you to the entire ICCA team for their professional approach to this difficult decision and ensuring that our association is kept on course during this change in leadership. With regards to the financial implications of this termination, the ex-CEO's monthly remuneration will be paid until the end of August 2019. His remuneration is therefore covered within both the 2018 and 2019 payroll calculation that you have copies of. In September 2019, we will be liable to pay a lump sum severance pay contribution, and a provision has been made, and it will also be a liability in the 2018 balance sheet. In line with industry norms and standards, it has therefore been decided that future CEOs should not be employed on a permanent basis, but rather on a term contract that is renewable. Further to the initial communication sent to members on the process and procedure to be followed with the appointment of the new CEO, an independent staffing agency has been appointed. Applications can be submitted until the 15th of January 2019, after which shortlisting will commence, evaluation and interviews, and it's anticipated that the commencement date for the new CEO for ICCA will be in April 2019. Another area of concern that we as the ICCA board have had to deal with is the matter of the investment into the new CRM. It was and is most definitely something that was needed, as the ICCA systems had become outdated and cumbersome. Based on the information available to us, it was understood that due diligence and competitive pricing was applied, in line with members' expectation to offer more value and benefits, and with a healthy financial reserve, making the decision to invest in this project was approved by the ICCA board. But, unfortunately, this considerable investment has also increased way above what was originally agreed and has had an impact on our bottom line and reserves. To contain and keep control of financial matters, the 2018 budget was contained as far possible. Not employing a new or additional CEO immediately has also allowed some flexibility for our finances. In addition, it has also allowed us to get a better understanding of the structure, improvements, and skill set needed going forward. With a compilation of the 2019 budget, extreme caution was exercised and a conservative approach. It is the board's approach that for the next 2 years we will have to question expenditure and create new revenue streams to balance our finances and once again grow our reserves. Considering the financial posterity measures, greater consideration also had to be given to the opportunity of growing the ICCA members with the addition of association membership. A dedicated session has been included in the conference program to allow for further member engagement, feedback, and suggestions to be considered. My personal concern is not only how this membership dynamic will impact on the ICCA culture of family and sharing, but also how will we be able to service and financially afford this option going forward to meet everyone's expectations. I welcome recommendations, as does the ICCA board, suggestions and guidance, and with this, something cannot be ignored. We don't want to ignore the association membership, but we want a way forward to be found to incorporate associations within the ICCA family. As a woman, it would be remiss of me not to say that I'm rather disappointed we only have these gorgeously good-looking males running for the presidential position this year. Indeed gorgeous. My wish would be that in the future we will see more female candidates, as well as culturally diverse candidates, putting themselves forward for consideration. Sadly, the reality is that in today's diverse world, sexual inequality still exists, and the stigma that women are not capable of certain jobs or careers is still there. Access to education and equal pay for girls and women is an ongoing battle. But without real examples and champions in all different spheres of society, this will not change. With the approval of the board, we will not be awarding the Moishe Schuster Award this year. During the President's Choice plenary session on Monday, there will be an awards ceremony after the presentation acknowledging 10 inspirational ICCA women. These women have been identified either within their regions or sectors for having given back and shown the true ICCA passion to our industry. Greater awareness and lobbying of the business events industry contribution to the world economy has come a long way. We've been talking about knowledge sharing, legacy, and use the iceberg analogy. But perhaps we need to be more focused and strategic by supporting conferences, meetings, and events that underline the subject matters that are so crucial to us all. Global warming, climate change, they no longer catchphrases that are sexy to bandy around, with the number of hurricanes, earthquakes, floods, fires, food shortages creating famine and drought. Only a fool could argue that we are not in a critical time in our history. What if we as ICCA members motivated to our governments and higher powers to support meetings that would deal with finding solutions to these problems or sharing the solutions so that we can become the catalyst to change that is essential to us all? My thanks and complete gratitude to you, our ICCA members, for allowing me, Nina, this opportunity in my life to be the ICCA president. Never did I ever imagine it would be possible or that I would be capable. I can assure you that it's tested and humbled me along the way, not only emotionally, but intellectually, ethically, and professionally. I can, however, honestly say that with God's grace, I gave my best and know that ICCA and the new leadership with the presidents will only get better and stronger going forward. My appreciation for the support of my fellow ICCA board members and the entire ICCA team. To our treasurer, whom sadly steps down this year, Andrei Kaldanov, for being brave enough to take on a one-year term as treasurer and then excelling in the job and support needed at this very difficult time. A mention to Arnaldo Nardone, who has been at my side and supported me every step of the way in this journey. You are a great leader, my friend, and you give the best advice. To Lee Harry, Christian Munschlechner, and Peter van der Hoven for believing that I could do it in the first place and planting the seed. To the conference company team back home for their understanding and support that when I was not there but away for ICCA business and they carried the load. To my boys and especially to my husband Michael, who has joined me this year. I'm not sure if it's only for the golf, but anyway. Thank you, Michael, for listening to all my stories, my moans, and my challenges. You've been a great support, always offering a fresh and unemotional perspective because you've got no interest in our business, and you come at it from a completely different angle. I love you, and I thank you. To the next ICCA president, you will have my full support and can count on my continued commitment. Instead of sharing a phrase or a verse with you to say thank you to all of you, I wanted to leave you with a small gift as a token of my appreciation for this opportunity and journey. And no, I'm not Oprah and I didn't put anything under your seats. But I've asked the ICCA team if we could invite 2 South African artists, Justin Nanek and Tandeka Dube, to join us at the conference and to perform 2 songs written and produced by South African artists. The first song is by Mango Groove and the title is Special Star, because I believe that all ICCA friends are special stars. And the second is by Lyra, titled Something Inside So Strong, because the passion and commitment the ICCA members have for association meetings is unparalleled. I thank you and enjoy.
When the stars no longer shine, when the sun falls from the sky, I will be forever yours, and you will be forever mine. Special star, special star. Special star, special star. When the stars no longer shine, when the sun falls from the sky, I will be forever yours. You will be forever mine. There's a special star that shines every evening in your eyes. There's a special star that shines each time I hear that lullaby. There's a special star that shines every evening in my eyes. special star, a special star. Oh yeah. Ooh, a special star, a special star. Yeah. Special star, yeah. Ooh, yeah, a special star. Special star. Special star. Special star, special, special star, special, special star, special. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The further you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can't deny me, you can't decide to turn your face away. But it doesn't matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind the walls of Jericho. Your lies will come tumbling down. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. 'Cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. No, no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. inside so strong. Brothers and sisters, when they insist that you're just not good enough.
Oh, we're just not good enough. Yeah.
Well, we know better, so we look them in the eyes and say, we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Something inside so strong.
Inside so strong.
I know that I can make it.
Make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, oh no.
Something inside so strong.
Something inside so strong.
Something inside so strong.
Something inside so strong.
Something inside so strong. Something inside so
Ladies and gentlemen, please give them another round of applause. Justin Nanak and Tandeka Dube. You're gone. Okay, I could at least try to get them back on stage, but okay, it didn't work. Wow. Thank you, Madam President. You know that feeling that you think you have everything under control, and then suddenly something unexpected happens, and you realize that all has changed. This was my feeling when I received a call from the ICCA board the weekend before the announcement was made to all ICCA staff that Martin would no longer be our CEO. Having run our organization and the ICCA team successfully for 16 years, Martin had taken ICCA to the next level, and I think we owe him a big round of applause and a huge thank you. Disruption, uncertainty, search for stability, guidance and leadership have been the buzzwords in the past 5 months. It sounds a bit like the state of the world we are living in at the moment. But the ICCA team is very professional, and with support of the board, we will be moving forward in a strong position. Things can change rapidly. One day I sit behind stage pressing the button to move a presentation to the next slide, and the next day I'm addressing the General Assembly in my role as Interim CEO. Thank you. When I started the new role as Interim CEO, a member mentioned to me that I have some big shoes to fill. I'm wearing my own shoes, and they are different from Martin's. They look not necessarily better or are more elegant. They have a different style. The aim of the board is by March 2019 that we found the right person to become our new CEO who will provide a different leadership style as we take our association in a new direction. Ladies and gentlemen, ICCA colleagues, the next item on our agenda is for me to give you an update on the situation this year and our plans for 2019. This year has seen some major advances in our strategy to get closer to our association friends. At the town hall meeting scheduled for this coming Tuesday, you will have the chance to learn more about the plans and share your thoughts. This year also marks the launch of our CRM and the My ICCA portal section of the ICCA website. The investment in the CRM has resulted into a solid system ready for growth into the future. Members may not immediately be able to notice a big difference, but we are convinced that the changes we've put in motion will enable us to really personalize our offerings, not just to different types of members, but to staff with different interests and responsibilities within each member company or organization. We'll still aim to provide as much face-to-face support as we can, of course, but as our numbers continue to grow, the old ways of delivering this service will simply become impossible. We just published our 55-year statistics report, a modern history of international association meetings, as a follow-up and an update to our very successful 50 years report published 5 years ago. It contains 100 pages of 55-year data, background stories and resources, and it includes stories on the legacy of international association meetings, like the incredible impact case studies of last year's grant winners. If you did not have a chance to look at it, please make sure to download it from the ICCA website, as it contains a wealth of information. The day-to-day business of the association is continuing very much in line with current plans. We anticipate we'll recruit over 100 new members by the end of the year, and after resignations and non-payments, we'll see a small growth of members, bringing total membership up to 1,070 members. Attendance at our events has been steady, and we have reached a record number of association relation partners this year. We also welcome our new business partner, SimpleView. They are the ROI champion within our business partnerships program and have launched their ROI support at this Congress yesterday at the Business Exchange session. We also welcome our very first Spanish ICCA language champion, VExpo, who has invested in the translation of the main part of ICCA's website and publications to encourage education and outreach in their region. This is an exciting move for us, and we hope to extend these services to other languages in the future. As you will see, our business partners, Eventry, Cat Media, IMEX, Reed Travel Exhibitions, and SimpleView again play a vital role in delivering successful events such as this Congress. Overall, we believe we'll achieve the bottom line target for the year, which is close to the projected deficit of 138,000 euros. For 2019, the most important points are as follows. The board is proposing a 1.7% increase to both entrance and membership fees, equal to Dutch inflation in 2018. This policy of increasing fees has been in place for many years and is a key component of ICCA's financial stability. The increase raises entrance fees by 33 euros and membership fees by 51 euros. To remind you about a policy decision last year, 1% of membership fees each year will be paid by ICCA into the education fund to support young professionals' education at our student scholarship programs at this Congress. In 2019, ICCA is anticipating extra costs due to the unanimous decision of the ICCA board to change leadership and due to the commitments made in 2018 to invest in a new CRM system. With a solid financial reserve of over 1 million, the ICCA board is convinced that the organization could bear the projected deficit of almost 354,000 euros. The 2019 budget shows savings on most budget lines, but the board assures that these changes will not have an impact on the delivery of member benefits. ICCA will continue to invest in building relations with association executives, also at events like the ICCA Congress. Plans are underway to improve the Knowledge Hub on our website, and we are investing in big data technology to provide more information of associations' RFPs for their events. ICCA is committed to investing in the many exciting events coming up in 2019, such as the ICCA Congress in Houston, the Association Expert Seminar in Frankfurt, and the Association Meetings Program taking place this year in Durban. The registration fees for the ICCA Congress and the Association Expert Seminar will only increase to a maximum of about 5%. The projected deficit will be covered mainly from reserves, rather than increasing membership fees. The anticipated level of reserves at the end of 2019 will be around 600,000 euros, and with the steady growth of membership, global partnerships, and participation of members at ICCA events, the ICCA board is convinced that the reserves will be built up to a healthy level. More financial information about these plans is included with the General Assembly papers, and we'll be happy to share more thoughts with any members who would like to know more. Madam President, may I ask you to join on stage again? Don't run with those high heels, take your time.
Sorry, just getting all those votes from Pat. Okay. Right.
We will now continue with the voting. The votes are on the following items: minutes of the 56th General Assembly, the 2017 financial results, and the 2019 entrance and membership fees, and the budget for 2019. The first item is required to formally record this General Assembly's acceptance of the accuracy of the last General Assembly. All decisions from those meetings have already been put into action. The 2017 financial results also need to be formally approved. These form part of last year's annual report, which has been audited by PricewaterhouseCoopers, and both the figures and the accompanying presidential report and explanation have been formally certified as accurate. The full annual report is included in the General Assembly papers posted in the My ICCA section on the ICCA website. The 2019 entrance and membership fees and next year's budget, which are formally presented by the ICCA Board of Directors, all need to be approved by this General Assembly for ICCA to be able to legally conduct its business in the forthcoming year. May I have a nominator for the following items that are listed above?
Arnaldo Nardone,
And may I have a seconder, please state your name?
Greg Talley,
Thank you. So then we move on.
to the next one. Right.
item.
Thank you,
Yes.
Dennis. Well done with that. It's now time for important announcements, and that's to reveal the host destination for our 2021 Congress. This was, as many of you know, to bid in front of the ICCA board and to bid for the ICCA conference. It was really a tough competition, and the bids were excellent that were submitted. Destinations around the globe submitted top quality bids that were considered at our board meetings at last year's Congress and also before IMEX in Frankfurt in May. And finally, we were left with 3 excellent shortlisted candidates, all of whom presented to the board yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, the candidates are Athens from Greece, Cartagena de Indias from Colombia, and Rotterdam from the Netherlands. Please give our candidates a warm round of applause. And I'm pleased to share with you and advise you that the 2021 ICCA Congress will be hosted by Cartagena de Indias, Colombia. we now have another extremely pleasant duty of recognizing the companies and organizations that have been in ICCA membership for 20, 30 and 40 years. Dennis, can you explain how this will be done on stage with the members, please?
Thank you, Madam President. I'm going to read out the members from each category in turn, and I'd like representatives from those organizations that are here today to come up on stage for a group photo to join the presidents whilst I'm reading out the names. The following companies and organizations have been in membership of ICCA for 20 years. Congress Corporation, Greater Montreal Convention and Tourism Bureau, Latvia Tours, Meet Puerto Rico, Mesukeskus Helsinki Expo and Convention Center, Prague Congress Center, Radisson Montevideo Victoria Plaza Hotel, Sea Tour Service Touristic, Stimulus, Target Conferences, Tokyo Convention and Visitors Bureau. Please, can you show your appreciation for your long-term colleagues? Could you please come on stage? Please join us on stage. Five members have reached the 30-year mark, and they are also invited to come on stage. Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, ICS International Congress Center Stuttgart, Lisbon Congress Center, Montpellier Yvan Le Corum, I guess, Pacifico Yokohama. Congratulations, please show your appreciation. Then 5 members have reached the 40-year mark, and they are Balai Sidang Jakarta Convention Center, Kyoto International Conference Center, Masseville Exhibition and Congress Center, Palais de Congrès de Paris, Paris, and Sava Center. Congratulations, please show your appreciation. Thank you. There will be a reception immediately following the General Assembly for all members who have reached one of these anniversary milestones, along with the whole ICCA Board of Directors. Now it's time to report the results of the votes on General Assembly matters.
Thank you, Dennis. The minutes of the General Assembly for 2017 in Prague were accepted. 91% voted in favour. The annual report for 2017, 89.5% of the members voted in favour. The proposed entrance fee for 2019, 81.7% of our members voted yes. Proposed membership for 2019, 65.1% voted yes. And the proposed budget for 2019, 79.3% of our members voted yes. So all those proposals have been approved, and if you are interested in the figures, you can see Pat soon afterwards, our governance director, with regards to that information. And now it's time to announce the election and appointments to the ICCA board. If we can just look firstly at, I think, the slides, the geographical representation for Africa is Elishle Kaya. Congratulations, Elishle, for your election. I think I'm going to mess Ronaldo around here, so I must just check. Right, I have got them in the right order. Destination Marketing Sector, the new co-chair is Eileen Crawford. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a bit of a challenge with the venue sector candidates. There are 4 candidates and 2 positions. But due to the voting being extremely close, we've got 1 tie. I think we would like to just take this off record, and we might need to do re-voting to the venue sector. Didn't have a chance to discuss that with Pat, but I think it's too close. We will have to have a re-vote for that category. Sorry to the candidates that stood for that, but I think that will be only fair and appropriate. At this point, we say goodbye to some of the board members that are now stepping down. I would like to call Amanda Kotsen-Schlope and Andre Kaldenhoff to say farewell and thank you to them, and to receive a small gift of our appreciation for their contribution to you and to us as the board towards ICCA. Andre and Amanda, will you please come up and receive a small token of our appreciation? And then one other person who we have to sadly say goodbye to is our friend Arnaldo Nardone, but only because you're not on the board. You're not allowed to go anywhere else. You know, Arnaldo told me that he went to the first ICCA from 2001, or was on the board since 2001. He missed 1 year, and then he came back to be elected the president. So the commitment and the passion that you've shown, and the leadership and the friendship for ICCA, not only in the Latin American region, but towards ICCA, has been tremendous. And on behalf of the members and the board, we would like to say thank you very much to you and your contribution. If you can please come up and receive a small token of our appreciation.
While we are waiting for the results of the presidential elections, I'd like to share a few thoughts about this year's Congress and what we have lined up for you. Firstly, I'm thrilled to anticipate this year's lineup of 23 outside the industry expert speakers, 15 meetings industry experts, as well as 7 experienced moderators who will make sure to get you up to speed with all the topics featured in our program. We would also like to welcome over 40 association executives and 18 students joining our event here in Dubai. I would recommend you to download the ICCA Meetings app to view the program, as there won't be printed final programs available. You can schedule appointments with speakers, experts, ICCA regional directors, ICCA researchers, and other participants through this app as well. Think of it as your key to the Congress. This year, over 1,150 delegates from 80 countries are attending this Congress. This is a record number in terms of delegates attending the Congress outside of Europe. It's time now for some housekeeping rules before we announce the new ICCA president. Join the online conversation using our official community hashtag, #ICCAWorld. Please wear your badge at all Congress activities, including the social events. Then the dress code during all sessions, as well as tonight's welcome reception, is smart casual. The dress code for the Monday cat night is casual, but the Tuesday farewell dinner is themed Arabia Night Stars. At the local souk in the coffee break area, you can buy local outfits for this dinner, but you are of course free to let the creative juices flow. Who knows, you may even be winning the Dress to Impress awards. For all evening events, coach transfers between the official hotels and the venues will be arranged. Please do not miss the transfer to our farewell dinner on Tuesday evening. The venue is in the middle of the desert, but well, for those of you arriving late, we will be happy to share the GPS coordinates. If you're not staying at an official hotel and you want to take advantage of the transfers, you'll need to make your own way to the Dubai World Trade Center meeting point. Thank you, shukra.
Thank you, Dennis. And now it's time to announce the results of the ICCA presidential election. I haven't opened the envelope Pat gave me, and I just want to once again congratulate each of our candidates for standing and putting themselves forward to serve us, their members. Ladies and gentlemen, the new ICCA president is James Reese. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to congratulate James and buy a drink for our other candidates and thank them. He'll have his first official duty, and I'm having the biggest glass of wine ever with all of you. The General Assembly is now closed, and may I just remind the anniversary members to join us at the front of the stage for a small reception. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.